In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, where technological progress is often viewed with suspicion and fear, one figure stands apart as a beacon of innovation and scientific pursuit. Belisarius Cawl, Archmagos Dominus of the Adeptus Mechanicus, is a name that echoes through the vast chambers of Mars and whispers across the battlefields of a galaxy torn asunder. Cawl is not merely an individual but a force of nature, a living embodiment of the quest for knowledge that drives the Mechanicus. His existence spans millennia, his body a testament to the fusion of man and machine, augmented and rebuilt countless times over the course of his long life. With each passing century, Cawl has pushed the boundaries of what is possible, challenging the very tenets of the cult Mechanicus, while simultaneously embodying its core principles. The Archmagos' influence on the Imperium of man cannot be overstated. His works have reshaped the face of warfare, breathed new life into humanity's defenders, and unlocked secrets long thought lost to the ages. From the creation of the Primaris Space Marines to the development of weapons capable of challenging the galaxy's most terrifying threats, Cawl's genius has left an indelible mark on the Imperium's ability to wage war against its myriad enemies. Yet, for all his contributions, Belisarius Cawl remains an enigma. His methods are often questioned, his motives scrutinized, and his loyalty a subject of debate among the highest echelons of imperial power. The line between tech heresy and necessary innovation blurs in his wake, leaving many to wonder whether Cawl is the Imperium's salvation or a ticking time bomb of forbidden knowledge. As the galaxy reels from the birth of the Great Rift, Cawl's importance has only grown. His ability to recover and repurpose ancient technologies has become crucial in an era where entire worlds are cut off from the Emperor's light. The Primaris Space Marines, his crowning achievement, stand as a bulwark against the encroaching darkness, their enhanced bodies and superior war gear a testament to Cawl's unparalleled skill. But with great power comes great suspicion. The Archmagos' longevity raises questions about the nature of his existence. How has he survived for so long, his mind intact while others fall to madness or decay? What secrets does he harbor in the labyrinthine vaults of his forge world? And perhaps most pressingly, what is the true extent of his ambitions? Cawl's relationship with the recently awakened Primarch, Roboute Guilliman, adds another layer of complexity to his position within the Imperium. As the Lord Commander's chief scientific advisor and the architect of his resurrected armies, Cawl wields influence far beyond the typical remit of even the highest-ranking Mechanicus adepts. This partnership has propelled the Imperium into a new age of warfare, but has also sown seeds of discord among those who fear change and cling to orthodoxy. The story of Belisarius Cawl is one of relentless pursuit of knowledge, of pushing against the constraints of a stagnant society, and of the eternal struggle between progress and tradition. It is a tale that spans the breadth of imperial history, from the dark days of the Horus heresy to the desperate battles of the Indomitus Crusade. As we delve into the life and works of this remarkable individual, we must consider not only his achievements, but also the cost of his ambitions. For in the grim darkness of the far future, even the noblest intentions can pave the way to damnation, and the line between savior and heretic is often thinner than the edge of a power sword. Prepare to enter the world of cogs and circuitry, of ancient lore and cutting-edge technology. This is the realm of Belisarius Cawl, where the fate of humanity may well rest in the mechadendrites of a single, extraordinary being. The Archmagos' story is not just a chronicle of one man's works, but a window into the very soul of the Adeptus Mechanicus and the future of the Imperium itself. The stage upon which Belisarius Cawl's saga unfolds is populated by a diverse cast of characters and factions, each playing a crucial role in shaping the Archmagos' journey and the future of the Imperium. At the forefront stands the Adeptus Mechanicus, the tech priests of Mars who safeguard humanity's scientific knowledge. This ancient order, with its labyrinthine hierarchy and arcane rituals, forms the backdrop against which Cawl's genius both flourishes and chafes. The Fabricator General, nominal leader of the Mechanicus, represents the conservative faction often at odds with Cawl's progressive approach. Opposing Cawl within the Mechanicus are traditionalists like Archmagos Dominus, who view his work as bordering on tech heresy. These adherents to orthodox interpretations of the Omnissiah's will serve as a constant source of friction, challenging Cawl's methods and seeking to curtail his influence. The newly awakened Primarch, Roboute Guilliman, emerges as a key ally and patron of Cawl's work. As Lord Commander of the Imperium, Guilliman's support provides Cawl with unprecedented resources and authority, enabling projects like the Primaris Space Marines. This alliance, however, draws scrutiny from those wary of concentration of power. The Space Marines, both in their original and Primaris forms, represent both Cawl's greatest achievement and a source of ongoing debate. Chapter Masters and their warriors must grapple with the implications of Cawl's modifications to their sacred gene seed, balancing the need for enhanced capabilities against centuries of tradition. The Inquisition, ever vigilant for threats to the Imperium, keeps a watchful eye on Cawl's activities. Inquisitors from various ordos debate the Archmagos' loyalties and the potential dangers of his work, with some viewing him as an asset and others as a looming threat. Xenos races, particularly the Necrons, play an indirect yet significant role in Cawl's story. His fascination with their advanced technology influences his research, while simultaneously raising concerns about the purity of his creations. The forces of chaos, eternal enemies of the Imperium, serve as both the driving force behind Cawl's innovations and a dark mirror of unchecked technological advancement. Demon Primarchs and Chaos Space Marines represent the ever-present threat that Cawl's work aims to counter. Within the Imperial hierarchy, the High Lords of Terra wield considerable influence over the resources and permissions granted to Cawl. Their political maneuverings and shifting alliances can either facilitate or hinder his ambitious projects. The Ecclesiarchy, stewards of the Imperial cult, view Cawl's work with a mixture of awe and suspicion. While some see his creations as divine gifts, others worry about the theological implications of tampering with the Emperor's designs. Cawl's own inner circle includes loyal tech priests and servitors who assist in his myriad projects. Figures like Friedish, his long-serving assistant, provide glimpses into the daily workings of Cawl's laboratories and the personal dynamics of the Archmagos. Rival Archmagi, such as Belisarius Cawl Inferior, add layers of complexity to Cawl's narrative. These individuals, whether allies, competitors, or possible creations of Cawl himself, contribute to the air of mystery surrounding the Archmagos. The Alpha Primus, first of the Primaris Space Marines, stands as a living embodiment of Cawl's work. This unique warrior serves as both a triumph of bioengineering and a reminder of the ethical questions raised by Cawl's experimentation. Ancient beings like the Emperor of Mankind and the Omnissiah, often conflated in Imperial doctrine, loom large in Cawl's world. His relationship with these godlike figures, expressed through his devotion to scientific pursuit, underpins much of his motivation and authority. The Officio Assassinorum, while operating in the shadows, remains a potential threat to Cawl. Their ability to eliminate high-value targets makes them a factor in the political calculations surrounding the Archmagos' work. Forge worlds across the galaxy, each with its own fabricator general and specialties, form a network of potential allies and rivals for Cawl. His influence extends to these distant planets, shaping the direction of research and production throughout the Imperium. Rogue tech priests and heretics, though reviled by the Mechanicus, serve as a dark reflection of Cawl's willingness to push boundaries. Their existence highlights the fine line Cawl walks between innovation and heresy. The Collegia Titanica, with their god machines, represents both a powerful ally and a conservative force within the Mechanicus. Cawl's innovations in Titan technology must navigate the entrenched traditions of these ancient orders. Lastly, the countless billions of Imperial citizens, though far removed from Cawl's rarefied world of advanced technology, ultimately benefit from and are affected by his work. Their faith in the Omnissiah and the Emperor colors their perception of the changes wrought by Cawl's innovations. This diverse cast of characters and factions creates a rich tapestry of motivations, conflicts, and alliances. Within this complex web, Belisarius Cawl maneuvers, innovates, and pursues his vision of humanity's future, forever altering the balance of power in the Imperium and beyond. The genesis of Belisarius Cawl's extraordinary journey can be traced back to the tumultuous era of the Horus heresy, a time when the very foundations of the Imperium trembled. Born on the forge world of Vos Prime, young Cawl exhibited an insatiable curiosity and preternatural talent for technology that set him apart from his peers. This innate gift caught the attention of his superiors, marking the beginning of a path that would reshape the galaxy. As civil war engulfed the Imperium, the Mechanicum found itself torn between loyalty to the Emperor and the allure of forbidden knowledge offered by the traitorous forces. Amid this chaos, Cawl's analytical mind thrived, absorbing vast amounts of information and pushing the boundaries of his understanding. The conflict served as a crucible, forging his resolve to pursue knowledge at any cost while witnessing firsthand the devastating potential of corrupted technology. The aftermath of the heresy saw a shift in the Mechanicum's philosophy, with many embracing a more conservative approach to technological innovation. This reactionary stance, born from fear of another fall, created an environment where progress was viewed with suspicion. Yet for Cawl, these restrictions only fueled his determination to uncover the secrets of humanity's golden age. In the centuries that followed, Cawl's reputation grew alongside his expertise. His willingness to explore unconventional methods and delve into long-forbidden technologies earned him both admirers and detractors within the newly formed Adeptus Mechanicus. This duality would become a defining feature of his career, constantly walking the line between revered innovator and suspected tech heretic. The discovery of a hidden vault on Mars, allegedly containing pre-heresy technology, marked a turning point in Cawl's research. This cache of ancient knowledge, combined with his own brilliance, allowed him to make significant strides in fields ranging from weapons development to bioenhancement. However, the secretive nature of these finds and the radical advancements they enabled sowed seeds of distrust among his more orthodox colleagues. As millennia passed, Cawl's influence expanded beyond the confines of Mars. He established a network of loyal tech priests and servitors, extending his reach to distant forge worlds and frontier outposts. This growing power base allowed him to pursue increasingly ambitious projects, often operating in the gray areas of Mechanicus doctrine. The threat of xenospecies, particularly the awakening Necron dynasties, provided both challenges and opportunities for Cawl's work. His study of alien technology, while considered heretical by many, yielded insights that proved crucial in defending Imperial worlds. This pragmatic approach to Xenos artifacts further cemented his reputation as a maverick within the Mechanicus hierarchy. The degradation of Imperial technology over the millennia presented Cawl with his greatest challenge and motivation. Recognizing the Imperium's slow descent into technological regression, he dedicated vast resources to recovering and reverse engineering lost knowledge. This quest led him to explore abandoned worlds, delve into dangerous warp-tainted ruins, and even negotiate with rogue traders for rare artifacts. The rise of new threats to the Imperium, from tyrannid hive fleets to chaos incursions, underscored the need for technological advancement. Cawl's innovations in weaponry and defensive systems played a crucial role in numerous campaigns, earning him the grudging respect of even his harshest critics. Yet each success only drove him to push further, convinced that humanity's survival depended on reclaiming its lost technological heritage. As his physical form underwent countless augmentations and replacements, Cawl's mind expanded to encompass multiple subroutines and parallel processing units. This evolution allowed him to pursue numerous projects simultaneously, but also raised questions about the nature of his consciousness and the purity of his human essence. The creation of the Primaris Space Marines stands as the culmination of Cawl's millennia-long efforts. This project, shrouded in secrecy and fraught with theological implications, represented a direct challenge to the established order of the Adeptus Astartes. The scale of this undertaking, spanning thousands of years and involving genetic manipulation of the Emperor's own work, highlights the audacity of Cawl's vision. The awakening of Roboute Guilliman and his subsequent alliance with Cawl marked the beginning of a new era for both the Archmagos and the Imperium. Guilliman's support provided Cawl with unprecedented authority and resources, allowing him to implement his most ambitious plans on a galactic scale. As the Indomitus Crusade unfolded, Cawl's creations proved instrumental in stemming the tide of enemies threatening to overwhelm the Imperium. The success of the Primaris Space Marines vindicated his methods in the eyes of many, while simultaneously intensifying scrutiny from those who feared the implications of his work. The unveiling of the Primaris project sent shockwaves through the Imperium, challenging long-held beliefs about the immutability of the Space Marines. This revelation forced a re-evaluation of Cawl's role within Imperial hierarchy, elevating him to a position of influence rivaling that of the High Lords of Terra themselves. As the galaxy stands on the brink of a new age, the foundations laid by Belisarius Cawl over millennia of tireless work have set the stage for a potential renaissance of human technology. His journey from talented novice to master of forgotten lore has reshaped the Imperium's capabilities and reignited the spark of innovation long thought extinguished. The saga of Belisarius Cawl unfolds across millennia, each era marked by groundbreaking discoveries and controversial advancements. His journey begins in the fires of the Horus heresy, where young Cawl's intellect flourishes amidst the chaos of civil war. As loyalist and traitor forces clash, he absorbs knowledge from both sides, laying the foundation for his future innovations. In the aftermath of the heresy, Cawl's rise through the ranks of the newly formed Adeptus Mechanicus is meteoric. His unorthodox approaches to tech recovery and experimentation draw attention, both positive and negative. During this period, he establishes his first research facilities on Mars, away from prying eyes. The age of apostasy sees Cawl navigating treacherous political waters. As the Imperium tears itself apart, he focuses on preserving knowledge and technology, creating hidden vaults across the galaxy. His foresight during this tumultuous time ensures that crucial information survives the period's book burnings and purges. The dawn of the 32nd millennium marks the beginning of Cawl's work on improving Space Marine gene seed. Operating under utmost secrecy, he collects samples from Loyalist chapters, studying the Emperor's original work. This project, spanning thousands of years, becomes the cornerstone of his most ambitious endeavor. As the 33rd millennium unfolds, Cawl's influence extends beyond Mars. He establishes a network of allies across Forge worlds, trading favors and knowledge. His mechadendrites reach into every aspect of Mechanicus operations, from Titan production to exploration fleet requisitions. The mid-34 TF millennium sees Cawl making significant breakthroughs in arc technology. His innovations in plasma weaponry and energy shielding bolster Imperial defenses against increasingly dangerous Xenos threats. However, accusations of tech heresy begin to surface, forcing him to operate more discreetly. During the 35th millennium, Cawl turns his attention to the study of Necron technology. His expeditions to dormant tomb worlds yield invaluable insights, but also raise eyebrows among Mechanicus purists. The line between reverse engineering and tech heresy blurs, yet the potential benefits compel him to persist. The Wah of the Beast in M32 provides Cawl with unprecedented access to Orc technology. His analysis of their crude yet effective machines leads to advancements in Imperial weaponry, particularly in the field of gravity manipulation. The Imperium's victory owes much to his behind-the-scenes work. As the 36th millennium dawns, Cawl's experiments with artificial intelligence push the boundaries of Imperial doctrine. His creation of sophisticated machine spirits skirts dangerously close to developing true AI, a path forbidden since the dark age of technology. This period marks a turning point in his relationship with Mechanicus orthodoxy. The Moirai schism in the late 36th millennium forces Cawl to carefully maneuver between competing Mechanicus factions. While officially neutral, he uses the conflict to gather allies and eliminate rivals, consolidating his power base on Mars. The 37th millennium heralds Cawl's foray into warp technology. His studies of Geller fields and warp drives yield improvements in long-range space travel, crucial for maintaining the far-flung Imperium. However, these experiments also attract unwanted attention from the Ordo Malleus. During the Nova Terra interregnum, Cawl takes advantage of the divided Imperium to pursue forbidden research. The political turmoil provides cover for his more radical experiments, including early prototypes of what will become Primaris organ implants. The Age of Redemption in the 38th millennium sees Cawl temporarily aligning himself with more orthodox elements of the Mechanicus. This strategic move allows him to weather increasing scrutiny while continuing his work under the guise of approved projects. As the 39th millennium unfolds, Cawl's focus shifts to enhancing human biology. His research into space marine physiology accelerates, laying the groundwork for the Primaris project. Concurrently, he develops advanced bionics and augmetics, pushing the boundaries of human-machine integration. The dawn of the 41st millennium brings new challenges and opportunities. The increasing frequency of Chaos incursions and Xenos invasions provides Cawl with combat data to refine his creations. Each conflict serves as a testing ground for prototype weapons and armor. In 445.M41, Cawl receives a secret commission from Roboute Guilliman, then in stasis. This moment marks the official beginning of the Primaris Space Marine project, though much of the groundwork had been laid in previous millennia. The 13th Black Crusade in 999.M41 serves as the crucible for Cawl's greatest works. As the galaxy burns, he puts the finishing touches on the Primaris Marines and prepares for Guilliman's return. The unveiling of these enhanced warriors marks a pivotal moment in Imperial history. With the formation of the Great Rift, Cawl's role becomes more overt. He emerges as a key figure in the Indomitus Crusade, his creations forming the spearhead of the Imperium's counteroffensive. This period sees the mass implementation of his technologies on an unprecedented scale. As the Indomitus Crusade progresses, Cawl continues to refine and improve his designs. New variants of Primaris Marines emerge, each pushing the limits of transhuman potential. His ceaseless drive for innovation ensures that the Imperium's defenders evolve to meet each new threat. In the wake of the Crusade, Cawl turns his attention to the broader restoration of the Imperium. His efforts to recover and reactivate dormant Forge worlds play a crucial role in rebuilding humanity's industrial base. Each reclaimed world adds to his growing influence within the Mechanicus hierarchy. As the 42nd millennium dawns, Belisarius Cawl stands at the forefront of the Imperium's technological renaissance. His journey, spanning over 10,000 years, has irrevocably altered the course of human history in the darkness of the far future. The awakening of Roboute Guilliman in 999.M41 marks the pivotal moment in Belisarius Cawl's long and controversial career. This event, orchestrated by Cawl himself, sets in motion a chain of revelations that would reshape the Imperium's future and cement the Archmagos' place in history. As the Primarch emerges from his millennia-long stasis, he brings with him the fruit of Cawl's secretive labors, the Primaris Space Marines. This new breed of transhuman warriors, superior in every way to their predecessors, represents the culmination of 10,000 years of research, experimentation, and innovation. The unveiling of the Primaris project sends shockwaves through the Imperial hierarchy. For many, it is a moment of triumph, a ray of hope in the darkness that has engulfed the galaxy. To others, It is a disturbing revelation of the extent of Cawl's unsanctioned work and the potential dangers it represents. Guilliman's endorsement of Cawl and his creations provides the Archmagos with unprecedented legitimacy and authority. In one fell swoop, accusations of tech heresy that have dogged Cawl for millennia are swept aside, replaced by a grudging acknowledgement of his genius and foresight. The Primaris Space Marines quickly prove their worth on the battlefield, turning the tide in countless engagements across the Imperium. Their success vindicates Cawl's methods and silences many of his critics. However, it also raises unsettling questions about the nature of innovation in a society built on tradition and stagnation. As news of the Primaris spreads, it catalyzes a fierce debate within the Adeptus Mechanicus. Conservative factions decry Cawl's work as a dangerous deviation from the Omnissiah's will, while progressives hail it as a necessary evolution in the face of mounting threats to humanity's survival. The introduction of Primaris Marines to existing Space Marine chapters creates both opportunities and tensions. Some chapters embrace their new brothers wholeheartedly, while others view them with suspicion or outright hostility. This integration process becomes a microcosm of the wider Imperial response to Cawl's innovations. Cawl's elevated status allows him to push forward with other long-gestating projects. Technologies that once would have been deemed heretical are now fast-tracked for development and deployment. The Imperium's arsenal expands rapidly, incorporating weapons and defenses that blur the line between rediscovered relics and cutting-edge innovations. The Archmagos' influence extends beyond the realm of technology. His partnership with Guilliman grants him a voice in matters of imperial strategy and governance. Cawl's analytical mind and vast stores of historical data prove invaluable in navigating the treacherous waters of a galaxy torn apart by the Great Rift. However, this meteoric rise in prominence also makes Cawl a target. Enemies both within and without the Imperium recognize the threat posed by his innovations. Assassination attempts, sabotage, and disinformation campaigns become constant challenges, forcing the Archmagos to divert resources to self-preservation. The deployment of Primaris Marines and other Cawl-designed technologies during the Indomitus Crusade serves as a grand field test. Each battle provides data that Cawl uses to refine and improve his creations. This rapid iteration process yields new Primaris variants and ever more sophisticated war machines. As forge worlds long lost to the Imperium are reclaimed and reactivated, Cawl's influence within the Adeptus Mechanicus grows exponentially. He installs loyal supporters in key positions, ensuring that these restored centers of production align with his vision for the future. The success of the Primaris project emboldens Cawl to reveal other previously hidden innovations. From improved void ship designs to more efficient food production methods, his inventions touch every aspect of Imperial life. Each unveiling is met with a mixture of awe, gratitude, and trepidation. Cawl's efforts to reverse the Imperium's technological regression gain momentum. Long-lost STC fragments are recovered and deciphered at an unprecedented rate. The Archmagos becomes the driving force behind a renaissance of human scientific understanding, albeit one carefully controlled and directed. The reintroduction of certain technologies raises ethical and philosophical quandaries. Debates rage about the appropriate limits of human augmentation and the role of artificial intelligence in Imperial society. Cawl often finds himself at the center of these controversies, defending the necessity of progress in the face of existential threats. As the Imperium adapts to the new reality shaped by Cawl's innovations, the Archmagos himself continues to evolve. His cybernetic enhancements become ever more sophisticated, blurring the line between man and machine. This transformation serves as both a testament to his genius and a source of unease for those who question how much of the original Belisarius Cawl remains. The unveiling of the Primaris Marines and Cawl's subsequent rise to prominence represent a turning point not just for the Archmagos, but for the Imperium as a whole. It marks the beginning of a new era, one in which the stagnant orthodoxy of the past gives way to a future of carefully managed innovation and rediscovery. In this pivotal moment, Belisarius Cawl emerges as a figure of immense historical significance, his actions reverberating across the galaxy. The full implications of his work are yet to be fully understood, but one thing is certain: the Imperium of Man will never be the same. The ramifications of Belisarius Cawl's work ripple through the Imperium, reshaping its very foundations. The introduction of Primaris Space Marines heralds a new chapter in transhuman warfare, their enhanced capabilities turning the tide in countless battles across the galaxy. These warriors, born from Cawl's genius, prove invaluable in stemming the tide of chaos following the formation of the Great Rift. Imperial military doctrine undergoes a significant evolution to incorporate the strengths of these new assets. Tacticians and strategists scramble to develop novel approaches that maximize the Primaris Marines' potential. The result is a more dynamic and adaptable Imperial war machine, capable of responding to threats with unprecedented efficiency. The Adeptus Mechanicus experiences internal upheaval as Cawl's influence grows. Progressive factions gain traction, emboldened by the success of his innovations. This shift in power dynamics leads to increased resource allocation for research and development, accelerating the pace of technological advancement across the Imperium. Forge worlds see a surge in productivity as Cawl's more efficient manufacturing processes are implemented. This boost in industrial output allows for faster production of weapons, vehicles, and other essential war materiel. The Imperium's logistical capabilities expand, enabling it to better sustain prolonged campaigns and respond rapidly to emerging threats. The ecclesiarchy grapples with the theological implications of Cawl's work. Debates rage over whether his creations represent divine inspiration or dangerous hubris. Some within the imperial cult embrace the Primaris Marines as a manifestation of the Emperor's will, while others view them with suspicion, fearing a deviation from humanity's ordained path. Inquisitorial scrutiny of Cawl intensifies, with different ordos taking varied stances on his contributions. The Ordo Xeno shows particular interest in his insights into alien technology, cautiously leveraging this knowledge to combat Xenos threats more effectively. Meanwhile, the Ordo Hereticus remains vigilant, wary of the potential for tech heresy in Cawl's more radical innovations. The balance of power within Space Marine chapters shifts as they integrate Primaris brothers into their ranks. Traditional hierarchies are challenged, leading to periods of internal strife in some chapters. However, those that successfully adapt find their combat effectiveness significantly enhanced, able to take on greater challenges in defense of the Imperium. Cawl's advancements in void ship technology revolutionize Imperial naval warfare and exploration. Improved warp drives allow for faster, more stable travel between systems, while enhanced sensor arrays and weapon systems give Imperial fleets a decisive edge in space combat. This leap forward in naval capabilities proves crucial in maintaining coherence across the fragmented Imperium. The field of bionics sees remarkable progress, with Cawl's innovations trickling down to benefit not just the military but civilian sectors as well. More sophisticated prosthetics and augmetics become available, improving the quality of life for millions across Imperial worlds and increasing overall workforce productivity. Agricultural technologies developed by Cawl help alleviate food shortages on many worlds. Hardier, more nutritious crops and more efficient farming methods increase food security across the Imperium, reducing the frequency and severity of famines that have long plagued many human-settled planets. The recovery and reactivation of dormant forge worlds guided by Cawl's expertise leads to a redistribution of industrial power within the Adeptus Mechanicus. This shift creates new centers of production and innovation, challenging the traditional dominance of Mars and altering long-standing political dynamics within the organization. Improvements in power generation and distribution, another fruit of Cawl's labors, have far-reaching effects on Imperial infrastructure. Hive cities become more stable and self-sufficient, while frontier worlds benefit from more reliable energy sources, aiding in the establishment and defense of new colonies. The Astra Militarum receives a significant boost from Cawl's innovations in personal armor and weaponry. While not as dramatic as the Primaris project, these upgrades notably increase the survivability and combat effectiveness of ordinary human soldiers, allowing them to better support their transhuman allies on the battlefield. Cawl's work on deciphering and implementing recovered STC fragments accelerates the restoration of lost technologies. This gradual technological renaissance touches every aspect of Imperial society, from civilian transportation to industrial production, slowly reversing millennia of stagnation and decline. The Officio Assassinorum finds its arsenal greatly expanded by Cawl's innovations. New types of specialized ammunition, more effective poisons, and enhanced stealth technologies provide Imperial assassins with tools to eliminate even the most well-protected targets, further cementing the Officio's role in maintaining Imperial stability. Advancements in Medicae technology, derived from Cawl's work on the Primaris project, lead to improved treatment options for a wide range of ailments. This results in increased life expectancy and quality of life for Imperial citizens, particularly on more developed worlds with access to these new medical techniques. The Adeptus Arbites benefit from Cawl's developments in surveillance and crowd control technologies. These tools allow for more effective maintenance of order in the Imperium's sprawling hive cities, though they also raise concerns about potential infringements on individual liberties. Cawl's insights into warp phenomena contribute to the development of more stable and efficient Geller fields. This improvement in warp travel safety has wide-ranging implications, from reduced losses in merchant fleets to more reliable deployment of military forces across vast interstellar distances. As knowledge of Cawl's achievements spreads, it inspires a new generation of tech priests and scholars. This resurgence of scientific curiosity, tempered by Imperial doctrine, plants the seeds for future innovations that may shape the Imperium for millennia to come. The long-term consequences of Belisarius Cawl's work continue to unfold, reshaping the Imperium in ways both profound and subtle. His legacy is one of transformation, challenging the Imperium to adapt and evolve in the face of unrelenting threats and offering a glimmer of hope in the grim darkness of the far future. Belisarius Cawl's technological innovations represent a quantum leap forward for the Imperium, blending rediscovered ancient knowledge with cutting-edge advancements. At the forefront of these developments is the Primaris Space Marine project, a marvel of genetic engineering and bioenhancement. The creation of Primaris Marines involves the introduction of new gene seed organs, each bestowing unique capabilities. The sinew coils grant enhanced strength and durability, while the Magnificate amplifies the Marine's already impressive growth. The Belisarius furnace, perhaps the most revolutionary, allows for rapid healing and a final surge of strength in dire situations. Cawl's work extends beyond biology into the realm of advanced weaponry. The bolt rifle, an evolution of the iconic bolt gun, offers increased range and stopping power. Its cousin, the autobolt rifle, sacrifices some power for a higher rate of fire, providing versatility in various combat scenarios. The plasma incinerator stands as a testament to Cawl's mastery over unstable energy sources. This weapon harnesses the power of artificial suns, delivering devastating blasts while minimizing the risk of catastrophic overheats that plagued earlier designs. In the field of armor technology, the MKX Tacticus power armor represents a significant leap forward. Its modular design allows for rapid field modifications, adapting to various combat roles with unprecedented flexibility. The suit's enhanced life support and auto-reactive systems greatly increase a Marine's survivability in hostile environments. Cawl's innovations in grav technology have yielded the repulsor field, a breakthrough that allows for the creation of hovering tanks and transports. This advancement has revolutionized battlefield mobility, enabling Space Marine forces to traverse hazardous terrain with ease. The rediscovery and refinement of Volkite weapons technology has reintroduced these fearsome heat rays to the Imperial arsenal. Cawl's improvements have made these weapons more stable and efficient, providing a powerful option against both infantry and light vehicles. In the realm of defensive technology, Cawl has made significant strides in refining void shield generators. These improved shields offer better protection against both conventional and energy weapons, dramatically increasing the survivability of Imperial vehicles and installations. The development of the Belisarius pattern servo arm has enhanced the battlefield repair capabilities of Tech Marines. This advanced mechadendrite allows for more precise and complex operations, enabling critical repairs to be carried out under fire. Cawl's work on artificial intelligence, while controversial, has led to more sophisticated machine spirits. These enhanced cogitators improve the performance of everything from targeting systems to void ship navigation, pushing the boundaries of what's possible without crossing into forbidden AI territory. The Archmagos has also made breakthroughs in energy storage and distribution. His compact fusion reactors provide unprecedented power output, enabling the deployment of energy-intensive weapons and systems in smaller, more mobile platforms. In the field of communications, Cawl's improvements to Vox technology have increased range and clarity, while also enhancing encryption to foil enemy interception attempts. This has significantly improved coordination among Imperial forces, especially in signal-hostile environments. Advancements in Auspex technology have yielded sensors capable of detecting a wider range of enemy signatures. These refined detection systems have proven invaluable in combating stealthy foes such as Eldar and Genestealer cults. Cawl's research into xenotechnology has led to the development of weapons capable of disrupting the molecular bonds of Necron living metal. While not widely distributed, these specialized tools have proven crucial in engagements against the ancient android race. The Archmagos has also made strides in understanding and replicating certain aspects of Eldar webway technology. While far from a complete comprehension, these insights have improved the Imperium's ability to predict and intercept Eldar raids. In the realm of psychic technology, Cawl has developed more efficient psychic hoods and amplifiers. These devices allow psychers to better focus and control their powers while providing enhanced protection against warp predations. Improvements in cryogenic technology have enhanced the Imperium's ability to transport troops over vast distances. Cawl's stasis pods offer near-perfect preservation, allowing for the deployment of fresh troops after years of warp travel. The development of more sophisticated servitor control protocols has increased the efficiency and versatility of these cybernetic servants. This has had far-reaching implications for everything from battlefield logistics to industrial production. Cawl's refinements to Imperial metallurgy have yielded stronger, lighter alloys. These materials have found applications in everything from power armor to starship hulls, increasing durability without sacrificing mobility. Advancements in hololithic technology have revolutionized Imperial tactical displays and training simulations. These more accurate and responsive systems allow for better strategic planning and more effective combat preparation. Belisarius Cawl stands as the central figure in this technological renaissance, his genius shaping the Imperium's future. Yet, his story intertwines with numerous other notable individuals, each playing a crucial role in the unfolding drama of innovation and conflict. Roboute Guilliman, the resurrected Primarch, emerges as Cawl's most powerful ally and patron. Their partnership, forged in the crucible of necessity, has reshaped Imperial military doctrine. Guilliman's strategic acumen combined with Cawl's technological prowess creates a synergy that propels the Imperium forward in its darkest hour. Archmagos Dominus Belisarius Cawl Inferior, a mysterious entity claiming to be an artificial intelligence version of Cawl, adds a layer of intrigue to the narrative. Its existence raises questions about the true extent of Cawl's experiments and the nature of his consciousness. Friedrich, Cawl's long-serving assistant, offers rare glimpses into the Archmagos' personal life and working methods. This loyal servant's unwavering dedication highlights the magnetic pull of Cawl's vision, inspiring fanatical loyalty in his followers. Alpha Primus, the first and most perfect of the Primaris Space Marines, stands as a living testament to Cawl's genius. This unique warrior embodies the potential and peril of Cawl's work, his enhanced abilities a beacon of hope for the Imperium's future. Kotov, an explorator who discovered crucial STC fragments, plays a pivotal role in Cawl's quest for lost technology. Their collaboration accelerates the recovery of ancient knowledge, fueling the Imperium's technological resurgence. Inquisitor Erasmus Crow represents the vigilant eyes of the Inquisition, both benefiting from and wary of Cawl's innovations. His investigations into the Archmagos' work epitomize the delicate balance between progress and caution within the Imperium. Magos Dominus Scorpius, a rival within the Adeptus Mechanicus, embodies the conservative faction opposing Cawl's radical approaches. Their ideological clashes shape the internal politics of Mars and influence the direction of Imperial technological development. Trazyn the Infinite, the enigmatic Necron collector, serves as both adversary and unwitting contributor to Cawl's work. Their indirect interactions, as Cawl studies artifacts from Trazyn's collection, push the boundaries of Imperial understanding of Necron technology. Fabricator General Kane, nominal leader of the Adeptus Mechanicus, finds his authority challenged by Cawl's rising influence. Their complex relationship reflects the shifting power dynamics within the Mechanicus hierarchy. Archmagos Dominus Hieronymus Tesla emerges as a key collaborator in Cawl's more esoteric projects. Their joint research into the nature of the warp and its interaction with real space yields both promising results and dangerous temptations. Magos Biologus Augmentus, a specialist in transhuman enhancement, proves instrumental in the development of the Primaris Marines. His expertise in genetic manipulation complements Cawl's broader vision, refining the process of creating these superior warriors. Archmagos Xenologus, Xerxes, an expert in alien biology, assists Cawl in analyzing and adapting Xenos technology for Imperial use. Their controversial work pushes the boundaries of what's considered acceptable within Mechanicus doctrine. Tech Priest Dominus Cybernetica Axiom contributes significantly to Cawl's advancements in machine spirits and robotic interfaces. Their innovations enhance the capabilities of Imperial war machines and servitors alike. Magos Reductor Thanatar specializes in siege warfare and heavy artillery, helping Cawl develop more powerful and efficient weapon systems. Their creations prove crucial in breaking deadlocks on numerous battlefronts. Archmagos Explorator Omnid Torquora, a veteran of countless expeditions into uncharted space, provides Cawl with rare artifacts and data from the galaxy's fringes. Their discoveries often serve as the spark for Cawl's most groundbreaking innovations. Tech Inquisitor Scaevola, an expert in retrieval operations, leads teams responsible for recovering lost technology from abandoned worlds and space hulks. Their dangerous missions supply Cawl with a steady stream of ancient tech to study and reverse engineer. Magos Biologus Mendel Void specializes in adapting Primaris gene seed for compatibility with different Space Marine chapters. Their work ensures the widespread adoption of Cawl's enhanced warriors across the Imperium. Archmagos Tetracore, a master of plasma technology, collaborates with Cawl on refining and stabilizing energy weapons. Their breakthroughs significantly enhance the safety and effectiveness of plasma-based armaments. Tech Priest Enginseers like Revelatus Omega play a crucial role in implementing Cawl's innovations on the battlefield. Their ability to quickly adapt and repair complex machinery keeps the Imperium's war machine functioning in the heat of combat. Despite Belisarius Cawl's monumental achievements, his work remains shrouded in enigmas that tantalize and trouble the Imperium in equal measure. The very nature of Cawl's longevity raises questions that even his closest associates struggle to answer. How has he maintained cognitive function over millennia when others succumb to madness or decay? Theories abound, ranging from continuous consciousness transfers to time manipulation, each more unsettling than the last. The true extent of Cawl's knowledge of Xenos technology remains a closely guarded secret. Whispers circulate of vaults deep within his forge complexes, filled with artifacts from civilizations long extinct or yet undiscovered. The line between study and tech heresy blurs, leaving many to wonder if Cawl's innovations draw too heavily from alien inspiration. The existence of Belisarius Cawl Inferior, an apparent AI construct, contradicts imperial doctrine forbidding the creation of sentient machines. Its emergence raises troubling questions about Cawl's adherence to one of the Mechanicus's most sacred prohibitions. Is the Inferior truly an AI, or something far more complex and potentially dangerous? Cawl's involvement in the Primaris project spans millennia, predating Guilliman's commission. This temporal inconsistency fuels speculation about precognitive abilities or access to prophetic technology. Some even whisper of potential warp-based foresight, a heretical notion that would have severe implications if proven true. The full scope of Cawl's genetic experimentation remains unknown. Rumors persist of failed Primaris prototypes and other transhuman projects hidden away in stasis vaults. The ethical implications of these alleged experiments weigh heavily on those who contemplate their possible existence. Cawl's occasional references to conversations with the Emperor raise eyebrows throughout the Imperium. Whether these are metaphorical allusions or claims of actual communication with the Master of Mankind remains a topic of fierce debate among Imperial scholars and theologians alike. The means by which Cawl acquired certain pieces of archaeotech, particularly those dating back to the Dark Age of technology, are often left unexplained. Speculation ranges from secret expeditions beyond the fringes of known space to deals with entities best left unmentioned. The true purpose behind some of Cawl's more esoteric creations eludes even his closest confidants. Devices that seemingly serve no immediate practical function hint at long-term plans or contingencies that the Archmagos has yet to reveal. Cawl's ability to operate multiple research projects simultaneously across vast distances suggests a level of cognitive partitioning beyond standard Mechanicus enhancements. The nature of this mental architecture and its implications for Cawl's humanity are subjects of intense scrutiny. The relationship between Cawl and the Adeptus Custodes remains ambiguous. Occasional references to collaborative projects raise questions about the extent of his access to the Emperor's own works and the Custodes' level of oversight on his activities. Cawl's role in certain historical events appears to predate his official records. These anachronistic appearances fuel theories about time travel or the existence of multiple Cawl-like entities operating throughout Imperial history. The full contents of Cawl's personal data vaults are unknown even to his closest associates. The sheer volume of information accumulated over millennia presents a tempting target for both allies and enemies, with the potential to reshape Imperial understanding of its own history. Cawl's experimentation with warp technology skirts the edges of sanctioned research. The line between scientific inquiry and sorcery blurs in some of his more radical projects, raising concerns about potential corruption or unintended consequences. The extent of Cawl's political influence within the Adeptus Mechanicus remains unclear. His ability to pursue radical projects despite opposition suggests a network of allies and leverage points that extends far beyond his official position. Cawl's interest in certain Xenos artifacts, particularly those of Necron origin, goes beyond mere scientific curiosity. His efforts to understand and replicate aspects of Necron technology hint at long-term goals that may alter the balance of power in the galaxy. The fate of numerous apprentices and collaborators who have worked with Cawl over the millennia is often left unrecorded. Their disappearances fuel speculation about the risks associated with Cawl's more dangerous experiments or the measures he might take to protect his secrets. Cawl's ability to recall minute details from millennia past contrasts sharply with apparent gaps in his memory of certain events. This selective recall raises questions about the reliability of his historical accounts and the possibility of intentional obfuscation. The true purpose of Cawl's extensive network of forge complexes and research stations spread across the galaxy remains ambiguous. While officially designated for various research projects, the scale of these operations suggests preparations for contingencies yet unrevealed. Cawl's occasional references to alternate timelines or parallel realities during theoretical discussions unsettle those who ponder their implications. Whether these are merely thought experiments or hints at actual temporal exploration remains a disturbing mystery. The source of some of Cawl's more exotic materials, particularly those used in his most advanced projects, cannot be easily traced. This ambiguity fuels concerns about potential Xenos collaboration or access to resources beyond standard Imperial supply chains. The legacy of Belisarius Cawl extends far beyond the immediate impact of his creations, reshaping the very fabric of the Imperium. His work has set in motion a chain of events that will reverberate through the millennia, altering the course of human history in the grim darkness of the far future. The Primaris Space Marines, Cawl's magnum opus, represent more than just an enhancement of humanity's defenders. They symbolize a shift in the Imperium's approach to its own limitations. For 10,000 years, the Emperor's work was viewed as sacrosanct, unalterable. Cawl's successful modification of the Astartes proves that progress is possible, even in the most hallowed aspects of Imperial technology. This paradigm shift ripples through every level of Imperial society. From the highest spires of Terra to the lowliest hive worlds, a spark of innovation ignites. The notion that humanity's golden age might not lie solely in the past, but could be reclaimed through diligence and ingenuity, takes root in the collective consciousness of the Imperium. The Adeptus Mechanicus, long divided between conservative and progressive factions, finds itself at a crossroads. Cawl's achievements challenge millennia of dogma, forcing a re-evaluation of the relationship between innovation and tradition. This internal conflict will shape the future of human technology, determining whether the Imperium will continue to stagnate or embrace a new era of scientific advancement. On countless Forge worlds, a new generation of tech priests rises, inspired by Cawl's example. They push boundaries, question established doctrines, and seek to unlock the secrets of humanity's lost knowledge. While many still cling to orthodox interpretations of the Omnissiah's will, the seeds of a technological renaissance have been sown. The balance of power within the Imperium shifts subtly but significantly. The Adeptus Astartes, bolstered by their Primaris brethren, reassert their dominance on the battlefield. This resurgence of transhuman might alter strategic calculations across the galaxy, influencing everything from planetary governance to sector-wide military campaigns. Cawl's advancements in void ship technology and warp travel have far-reaching implications for the Imperium's ability to maintain cohesion across vast distances. Improved communication and faster, safer warp jumps allow for more efficient resource allocation and rapid response to threats. The tyranny of distance, while still a formidable challenge, no longer seems insurmountable. The proliferation of Cawl's innovations in weaponry and defenses forces adaptation among humanity's enemies. Xenos races and Chaos warbands alike must evolve their tactics and technology to counter these new threats. This arms race accelerates the pace of conflict across the galaxy, with each side striving to gain or maintain technological superiority. The long-term genetic implications of the Primaris project remain to be seen. As these enhanced warriors integrate into existing chapters and form new ones, the future of Space Marine evolution becomes uncertain. Will the original Astartes eventually be phased out entirely? How will this affect the complex relationships between Space Marine chapters and the cultures from which they recruit? Cawl's work on artificial intelligence, while officially constrained by Imperial doctrine, opens Pandora's box. The existence of constructs like the Cawl Inferior raises uncomfortable questions about the nature of machine sentience and the potential for true AI to re-emerge in the Imperium. This philosophical and practical debate will likely persist for millennia, shaping the development of cognitive technology. The recovery and reintegration of lost human worlds made possible by Cawl's improvements in exploration and colonization technology, gradually expands the Imperium's borders. These reclaimed territories bring with them forgotten knowledge and resources, fueling further growth and discovery. Cawl's controversial research into Xenos technology influences the Imperium's approach to alien civilizations. While official doctrine still demands xenophobia, a more nuanced understanding of alien capabilities informs military and diplomatic strategies. This subtle shift may, over time, alter the course of human-Xenos relations in unexpected ways. The ecclesiarchy grapples with the theological implications of Cawl's work, particularly the Primaris Marines. As the line between sacred human form and technological augmentation blurs, new schools of thought emerge within the imperial cult. These debates over the nature of humanity and the Emperor's vision will shape the spiritual future of trillions. Cawl's longevity and continued relevance raise intriguing possibilities about the future of human consciousness. His methods of preserving and expanding his own mind hint at potential paths for extending human lifespans and cognitive capabilities on a broader scale. The societal implications of such advancements, if ever fully realized, would be profound. The Inquisition's relationship with innovation evolves in response to Cawl's influence. While still vigilant against tech heresy, some inquisitors begin to adopt a more nuanced approach to technological advancement. This ideological shift may lead to a more adaptable Imperium, better equipped to face emerging threats. As knowledge of Cawl's achievements spreads, it inspires countless individuals across the Imperium to push their own boundaries. From ambitious planetary governors investing in research and development to lowly scribes daring to imagine a better future, the ripple effects of Cawl's work touch lives in ways both grand and minute. In the grand tapestry of imperial history, Belisarius Cawl's legacy stands as a turning point. His work represents not just technological advancement, but a challenge to the very notion of human limitations. As the Imperium strides forward into an uncertain future, the echoes of Cawl's innovations will continue to shape the destiny of mankind among the stars.